Yo, what's up, motherfuckers in the masses? Welcome to Devastation 0. It's Sunday, and guess what that means? It's pay-per-view weekend. I'm your host, the head motherfucker in charge, Joey Leroy, and we are live at Caesar's Palace. We got 10 matches as opposed to the traditional 8 matches like in other shows. We get to our opening bout. It is the ambulance. It's the charismatic Wonder Girl one-on-one with Jackson Marsh, as these two are beating the holy high fuck out of each other. Let's get to our second bout. It is a menage a trois splinters. We got the Alpha Tiger, we got Greta the Girl, and we got the Necromancer battling it out for the Voodoo Championship, because Astral Demon Neil decided it's okay to switch the titles around, but we'll correct that real soon. Let's get to our third bout. It's Dangerous Pairings. It is Vera Draga and Vada, the Affability Devastation. They will be facing the Revolution Uprising of Elisa Moran and Ebony Guzman. And we get to our fourth bout. In our fourth bout is a menage a trois gridiron, which means the only way you're winning the bout is through submissions. Benton Marks will be battling the Extreme Grizzly, and making his debut at Attitude Sports Entertainment is Draven Blackburn. And let's get to our fifth bout. And it's Vixen's action. We got a battle royal for you all for the vacant Vixen's Championship. We got Jessica Kelly. We got Lara Layton. We got Zinda Evie. We got Danity Gray. We got Juliana Ramirez. We got Angel Quinn. We got Alexia Deaver. And we got Andrea Jewels battling it. And it's the last Vixen standing. Let's get to our bloodbath menage a trois. Toro will be defending against the Phantom Nightmare and the Blair Mountain Mauler for the Bloodlust Championship. Let's get to our seventh bout. It's the ticket to the morgue. The only way you're winning this bout is by throwing your opponent in a coffin and burying him. Literally. We got Benjamin Boyle one-on-one with Derek Frost. We get to our eighth fight, and it is a Hexagon Trois Splitters. It is a triple threat tag team tables bout, as we get Crazy Train, Max Morgan, and Ryan Osborne. The Psychotic, represented by Draven Bane and the Enforcer Pain. And we got Nihilistic Jack and Shulkval Blade for the vacant Ultraviolet Tag Team Championship. In our penultimate bout, it's Envious Diamonds Gridiron, containing the veteran Vixens division. We got Amethyst of Brimstone. We got Dorothy Lane. We got Lexi Destiny. And we got Frankie Welch battling in. And we get to our main event. And it is a 6-man ladder bout. And the only way you're winning this title is by grabbing it from the rafters. We got Caleb Sullivan. We got Kyrian Severance. We got Drake Scullion. We got Psycho Serpent. Also making his debut at Attitude Sports Entertainment, we got Ricky Evil. And we got Dylan Treville. And so with the introductions out of the way, we are live at Caesar's Palace. As we get hi, here's Drag Queen Ryan. And welcome to WrestleMania Live at Skid Row. Ryan, you're not wrong about the WrestleMania part, but we're not at Skid Row. Howdy, we're live at Skid Row. No, we're at Caesar's Palace. No, we're live at Skid Row. Now, and it's Devastation 0, by the way. All right, the WrestleMania of Attitude Sports Entertainment. Well, you're not wrong on that. No. Okay, so let's start this motherfucking shit. Jamal Ringenbell officiates. Ring that motherfucking bell. And the fight is on, and the two are battling. Jackson is the advantage. So,
Jackson Marsh is going to put the charismatic water into an ambulance.
Right, it's too early to tell. Plus, the match just started.
Yeah, the charismatic water is fresh.
No, he isn't. Fuck you. Okay, so the two take the fight outside.
And, of course, these idiots are booing.
The fans are booing and they don't know shit. And, of course, back to the action. Jackson with a clothesline. And we've got a locker up. And he's pounding charismatic water with a series of strikes.
Let's put the charismatic water in the hospital.
Well, Jackson goes up into High-Risk Boulevard, and he gets a double axe handle on the charismatic wonder. It's any man's match.
Yeah, it's Jackson Marsh's match because he's the one kicking his ass.
You're not wrong to an extent. Jackson opens the paramedics. He goes back into the ring. He stalks the charismatic wonder. Back in the ring, Jackson Marsh takes the charismatic wonder. And Wonder with a series of elbows. Wonder throws Jackson over the ropes as he goes leap up into High-Risk Boulevard and a coup de grace beautifully done with the charismatic wonder.
Bye.
Go to hell, Ryan. Now, Water is looking to put his adversary in the paramedics. It looks like he's going to be calling 911. But Jackson is not letting that happen. He overpowers the charismatic Water and he hits the door onto the...
we're looking at Super Zero, and he hits the floor and rapidly stops.
Our resident, fuck you, Ryan, and anyways, back to the action. Jackson Marsh and the charismatic Water goes looping up into the ring. He is climbing up in the High-Risk Boulevard. He's got the double axe handle and Jackson closed the doors.
The man's inside.
Well, no, and you're not wrong. No guys incoming and Jackson hits the camera. The charismatic Water is fighting back against the Masked Demon. He sends the Masked Demon back into the ring. These two are fucking each other up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. The charismatic Water is burying Jackson Marsh.
Oh, go to hell with your bullshit analogy, Ryan. Your logic is flawed and you know it. And the charismatic Water opens the door. Water leaps back into the ring. Water stalks over to Jackson Marsh with a double foot stomp beautifully done. And Jackson counters with a dragon swing. Jackson continues. He onslaught with a kicking spine of the charismatic Water. And he's found the knee. And he's going to be throwing the knees all right. Jackson's targeting again. Jackson gets it mid-rope avenue, and he's got a double axe handle.
There's a ride going on.
Well, of course there's a ride going on. People are fighting and scrabbling in the lines. It seems Palace on the ship and back caught of Jackson. In the meantime, he hits the double feet. He goes over to Michigan box for a sector. He's got the chair, motherfuckers.
And a strike and a chair, and the charismatic Wonder is getting fucked up. Yep.
And there's a cycle driver. The charismatic Water hits the canvas.
The fans are cheering.
You're right. The fans are cheering because it is a back and forth bout.
Now the fans are cheering because Jackson Marsh is kicking the charismatic Water's ass. And who gonna blame him?
Ryan, you and your spirit of bullshit. And Jackson goes into High-Risk Boulevard and look at that knee. He hits the comet knee on the charismatic Wonder. Jackson takes the charismatic Wonder over the ropes. He enters the ringside area and he follows the charismatic Wonder. Jackson picks up his adversary. Double lock incoming. And he's looking to exhaust the charismatic Wonder long enough for him to be weakened into the paramedics. Jackson is setting the charismatic Wonder into the ambulance. Will Wonder overpower Jackson Marsh this time?
We're going to go to find out as Jackson goes to close the door, but the charismatic runner is pushing the door open and keep it open. And of course, Water knocks Jackson out of it. That ball shot was wet. No fuck you. Now look at this. The charismatic Water goes gliding up in the high-risk boulevard and Jackson up to his feet. Beautiful West Coast pop. The charismatic Water is working over Jackson Mars. He's Antioch carrying on the wrong person. These idiots are cheering because it is a fantastic shot in a pay-per-view. Now, anyways, back to the action. Never an next pay-per-view. Our next pay-per-view is July 1st with Sex, Drugs, and Fireworks. And look at this. The charismatic Water goes even high-risker. On top of the paramedics, but he's battling and he's ready up. Oh, things are going to be more interesting as the Troy taking the fight on top of the paramedic. Jackson Mars is battling at the charismatic Water. They're on top of the ambulance. And there's Jackson with a beautiful, holy fuck, beautiful suplex off the ambulance by Jackson Mars as charismatic Water gets to his feet. Dungeon lock incoming, and Jackson lost the dungeon lock. And he's exhausting his opponent. Very painful, I get it. And it looks like Jackson is okay, so he's going back to using the finger strategy. Here's the double knee. And Jackson Mars is dominating so far. And the second throw the charismatic Water pass off the paramedic. Water, speaking of which, okay, so Water counters, and Jackson with a vertical suplex, and Water counters with a javelin shot to the knees. Water works over Jackson Mars, he's a fire in his turn. Great guys, here coming. Now, it looks like Mountain View Hospital is looking for 2 more fanatics to put in the cast as the charismatic Water sends Jackson Mars into the ambulance. He's going to close the door. Jackson is powering the charismatic Water. There's no quitting Jackson Mars. There's no quitting the charismatic Water. And Jackson knocks the charismatic Water down. That's as the way the nine people fight. Here's the cycle driver is coming. Jackson looks to put the charismatic Water away, doesn't do it. He's got the dungeon lock beautifully executed. Now all Jackson needs to do is make sure the charismatic Water is unable to open the doors and keep it open in the ambulance. He has destroyed his adversary. They stand on top of the assault. And Jackson rocket launched the charismatic Water into the ambulance. Jackson goes to close the door. The charismatic Water is trying his hardest to overpower Jackson. But wait a second, Jackson closes the door. With the charismatic Water counter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, despite the back and forth action with Victor, Jackson Mars. These two are taking the ride to the graveyard. And I'll quench your bow you uncultured swine. Okay, let's get to our next bout. Okay, so we got the Necromancer defending against the Alpha Tiger and Grindel the Gruul, and it's a tables bout. Specifically, it is the Splinter. So not only will tables be in the action, you will also see kendo sticks. You will also see the Gretzkys. And so,
It is a last man standing table bout, so let's start this motherfucking shit, shall we? And Alabaster Hardigan, ring that motherfucking bell. And the fight is on, and the Alpha Tiger looks to put an early advantage by, oh, look at this powerbomb. Holy shit, the Alpha Tiger is powered. Goes on by Grendel the Gruel. Grendel is working over the Alpha Tiger while the Necromancer tries his hardest, but no pounce, no guidance. And a hard clothesline, and holy shit. Second time for Grendel and Alabaster Hardigan. One side, and I play side. He is Azure Demon. Patty Pop, and Sun Pop. Well, you're not wrong on the association between the Grendel and Gruel and Azure Demon. And the Alpha Tiger with that beautiful power slam onto the Necromancer. Our champion's down for now as he rolls out of the ring. And Grendel the Gruel was introduced by Azure Demon. Here's the Necromancer. He's got the kendo. But with a series of counters by Grendel, and we got Grendel dominating the match. And the Alpha Tiger tries his hardest, but to no avail. That motherfucker knows all shit. Well, considering he is Azrael Demon Neil's complete monster of a wrestler, what are you expecting? Now Grendel goes to this table. Meanwhile, the Alpha Tiger is working over, and there's a bounce claw. Choke slam onto the Necromancer. Grendel sends the... And the Tiger sends it to the turnbuckle. And a series of elbow strikes, and he's continuing to work go. And now he's turning his attention over to the Necromancer with a hard headbutt. And look at the power. This is exactly how he's running up out. And onto the not set up yet table, as Grendel the Gruel is looking to put a table, but the Necromancer prevented that from happening. Series of counters are beautifully done, and the Necromancer is holding his own against two monsters. And there's a snake eyes on through the turnbuckle by the Alpha Tiger. And he's got a whole hand, but beautifully done by Grendel. Beautiful execution as the Necromancer throws the Grendel, and Grendel's outside. Alpha Tiger hugging the rope. And the Necromancer sits up the table, but the Alpha Tiger knocks it away as the Grendel the Gruel brings another table, and the Alpha Tiger applies a big hug with a series of counters. Elbow strikes by the Necromancer, and it looks like the Alpha Tiger is going to be dead. His insurance policy still in the match, Ryan, but the Necromancer with a series of strikes on the Alpha Tiger is Grendel the Gruel. There's a double choke slam incoming. Now goes the champion. And the Avalanche is short. Beautifully done by Grendel the Gruel. As Grendel goes over to set up the table. The Necromancer back in the ring. And it looks like Grendel is choke slam and covered. Down goes the Alpha Tiger. And the table's not broken yet. Holy fuck. And Grendel just to hug the ropes. And the Necromancer grabs the kendo stick and he uses it on the Alpha Tiger. And here is a hard... Okay, look at this. Looks like an old school to nowhere. And of course... And holy shit, beautifully done by Grendel onto the unset table. Grendel gets sent outside of the ring by the Necromancer. The Necromancer goes back into the ring. He goes to set up the table. And of course there is the post-match going on from Grendel and Gruel side of the playing field.
Grendel works over the Alpha Tiger, but the Necromancer counters and Omega Driver. Beautiful. The Omega Driver. And here's a Grendel to the discus. Beautifully done. And down goes the Alpha Tiger as our champion turns his attention over to Grendel. Omega Driver. Beautiful Driver. And look at the power. Now Danny has a pterodactyl. What do you expect? That is a beautiful DDT. And the Necromancer with a series of shots on the Alpha Tiger. But, hold on a second, there's a shoulder block from Grendel. It looks like out here, Demon Neil did right by bringing the possessed monster into the ring, into the company, and it looks like Grendel is the Alpha Tiger back in the ring before joining into the ring. And it looks like Grendel is the table while the Necromancer will over the Alpha Tiger. And okay, shuffle. And there's blood all over Grendel the Grill. Beautiful execution by the Necromancer. The Alpha Tiger works over the Necromancer. The Necromancer is getting fucked. And here it is. Beautiful butterfly out of her. Beautiful job by the Alpha Tiger. But here's the claws and the grip. And the Alpha Tiger's down. But not for long as he goes out of the ring. Grendel turns his attention over to the Necromancer. He silks the Necromancer corner and he hits the first clothesline. That's where's the blood. And down in the blood. Fire to carry it. Holy shit. Powerbomb incoming. And down goes the champion. Which means it's between the Alpha Tiger and Grendel the Grill. And our champion is down. And the fans are cheering. Listen to the master. And that's down. And here it is. The execution. The Alpha Tiger grants him down. And Tiger says, okay, he sets up the table. He picks up Grendel the Grill. And what the fuck was that? Well, considering the fact that he wasn't really set up Grendel the Grill, he knocks over the table. And to the table. Holy shit. There's another table being introduced by Grendel the Grill. And you're seeing the tables now. Shut up, you fucking peasant. And holy shit. And down goes the table, and the Alpha Tiger is down. He's getting covered. Swanton elbows in nowhere from Grendel, and he picks up the timber and he hits it over the back of the Alpha Tiger. This is a monster that brings monsters that holy shit, the Alpha Tiger is fucking up Grendel the Grill. This is no proof of all these people are not going to produce insurance policy. Crazy course incoming. And the Alpha Tiger crowns course. And he choking the holy life out of Grendel the Grill. He goes to set up the table. Wait a second, he's doing the table at Grendel. He picks up the table. He goes to use it as a weapon. And he sets it up. Alpha Tiger, he turns his attention over to Grendel. And here it is, choke slam incoming. And after a bloody back and forth bout between all three men, here's your victor and your new Voodoo champion as Alabaster Hardigan is intimidated by the Alpha Tiger.
Oh yeah, rightfully so. Alabaster Hardigan, you better give that height.
And your victor, the Alpha Tiger, stands tall in our tables bout. Let's get to our next fight.
Our next fight is Vixen's action. We got dangerous pairings. And look at this. Affability Infestation has got new uniforms for their match, as they're facing Aliza and Ebony. And these two are pretty much fucking up the arena as we speak. There's a riot all over.
Holy hell, I wonder what kind of moveset they're going to be using.
Well, considering the fact that they're heels, they might use a double team to the advantage. Let's get to the bout. Officiating the matches, Alabaster Hardigan. Ring that motherfucking bell.
Why the fuck is that clown in the way?
Well, apparently, and we've got, oh, look at this. Early advantage by the faces. Vera is getting worked over by Aliza, while Ebony is getting worked over Vana. Those two are fucking each other up.
This is exactly, well, how do you tell what you say?
Well, they're twins, so they look exactly alike. Okay, so Aliza got the, oh, look at this, beautiful. Vana with a cover. And picked out by Ebony.
I don't understand why Alabaster Hardigan is over that.
Okay, she's got the sledge. Ebony's got the sledge and she's using it against the adversary. Vana with a hard right. Vera's down. And down goes Vera. And it looks like the sisters are switching around. Here's the cover by Aliza Moran. And a kick out by Vera. Vana, meanwhile, is getting, oh, she's counter with a dragon spirit. And Vera hits the step. This is a fuck-up, ladies and gentlemen. These two are fighting it out. It's hard right down. And a series of strikes, and it looks like they're fighting each other up. And here comes the big slab beautifully done by Aliza. Meanwhile, Ebony is working over Vana. And she is fucking up Vana right now. Back is round. There's a cover right side on and a kick out. Aliza grabs the chair and Vera knocks it out of her hands. Here's Vera. Here's a beautiful execution. Vana is now using the sledgehammer. Down goes Ebony Juice, but here's a cover out of the side. 5-9. Meanwhile, outside of the ring, Vera Braga and holy shit, beautiful face plant, courtesy of Aliza Moran. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Vana Draga is fucking up Ebony Goose. This is exactly the kind of back and forth action you would expect to see. Holy shit, and Aliza hits the turnbuckle. And Ebony is getting pummeled. And Aliza knocks over Vera. Vana goes around the corner. Because Vana, here's the cover. And she saves the pin. And Ebony's got the sledgehammer. And beautiful suicide dive by Vana onto Ebony, dropping the sledgehammer. And Vera works her a miracle. She goes over the way to go back for a second. She's got the, oh, she's got the blows and bone and blinded by the light. And here's a, what the, holy shit. This is a hell of a battle, folks.
That's exactly why these idiots need a ride versus West.
Ryan, everyone knows the difference between Ebony and Aliza. Vana and Vera, however, are twins, so it's easy to get them confused. Now back in the ring. And look at the beautiful onslaught. And Ebony works over Vana with a sledge, and Vera is pounding on Aliza. It looks like Ebony is given the receipt. It's staying the pinfall for her team.
Ebony turns her attention over to Vera. Vada, meanwhile, gets replanted by Lisa Moran. But, wait a second. This is a fuck-fest fight. And here's series of these strikes courtesy of Vera. Vera saves the pin. Holy shit, this is her sister. But look at this. Beautiful execution.
This is why the fans are booing.
The fans are booing because you're here.
I'll fight over that type of bullshit.
Now Ebony turns her attention back over to Vera as she looks over Vada, and look at this. She's got the step. And Ebony's got the chance. There's beautiful execution. And a drop kick, beautifully done. Here's the cover. And a nice eye, side out, and it's kicked out by Eliza. And Vera saves the match as she's working over Ebony. Eliza back in the ring. And Vera hits the canvas. Look at this. Anything can happen, and there is a beautiful roundhouse. Ebony goes to the highest boulevard. She is up as Vera gets to her feet. And there's a cross body. Beautifully done by Ebony Guzman.
Stop the cow face.
Okay, so we got the trash can. Eliza turns her attention over to Vera. Vada's down for a bit. But wait a second. Vada is slowly getting to her feet. Eliza leaps back into the ring. And a suicide dive to nowhere as both Ebony and Vera counter. And here's a beautiful DDT. Vera goes over the Michigan after a second. She's got the dress. Vera slowly gets to her feet. There's a beautiful face plant. And Vera's been eliminated by Eliza Moran. And now it's down to Vada versus her adversaries. And it looks like, despite back and forth, the face plant by Eliza sent Vera to the back.
She's got the flow as a bulb.
And you're right. She's got the flow as a bulb. Okay, so. And now. And it looks like, holy shit, these two are bickering. They're fighting over who gets the pin. Okay, so. Vera fights back. Beautiful execution. Now here it is. And Vera counters, beautifully executed. And a backstabber, beautifully done by Eliza Moran. Ebony Guzman is back on the feet, and there's a close through to a double knee from Vera.
This is why the fans are...
And a punch to nothing. But wait a second. Holy shit. It looks like Ebony's got the sledgehammer. And holy fuck. Here's a cover. Eyes. 5, 4. No, fuck. There's a kick out by Vera Bravo. And she knocks the Gretzky out of her hands, and Ebony saves the match for her. Ebony goes to the high-risk boulevard. She turns her attention over to Vera with a double out up to her feet. And holy shit. Here it is. Beautiful.
I don't know what the fuck is what.
Here's the cover. Here's out on backside. 5 to Wild with victory. It's crossed over as Possibility of the station are looking for retribution.
This guy's a fucking clock. I don't know why he's at ringside. But go to the back, Alabaster. These people don't want to see you. They're here to see drag queens run.
Nobody's here to see you. But here are your victors, Ebony and
Eliza. Look at that pattern.
the narcissistic
Pattern. Ah, shut up. Everyone knows we're heroes.
getting close to a golden bout. It is a classic indeed.
It is a
That's tragedy. Okay, so let's get to the Extreme Underground. And Draven Blackbird makes his debut.
So, not to be confused with Draven Bane.
Well, yeah, they're two different people. But anyways, Draven Blackbird makes his debut. He faces Bitten Marks. He faces the Extreme Grizzly. And with the title on the line being the Extreme Underground, which is typically defended in multi-man matches, specifically in the Gridiron. And so, with that out of the way, let's start this motherfucking bout, shall we? Devastation 0 is full of surprises, and officiating the battle cake. Oh, you ought to remember the and bit with an early advantage, but look at this. The Extreme Grizzly is working over, and he's got the fight back and forth. Bit with a series of strikes. Look at the power.
And now goes that much.
And Raven is getting double teamed, and it looks like Benton is standing okay. So,
Making the back. The fuck is this?
Ryan layoff. Okay, so, holy fuck. Beautifully executed by,
Oh, wow, Draven Blackbird is getting his ass pummeled.
well, you're not wrong on that, but anyways, there's the mic shot to the skull. And here it is. A good slam from Draven. The Extreme Grizzly turns his attention over to Draven. And we've got this right here.
The fans are bowing.
The fans are booing because we're here.
Back off of that half-ass bullshit.
Now, anyways, back to the action. Here's an uppercut. Extreme Grizzly, well, he's going to go high with Boulevard, but how about it coming by Grizzly? Here it comes. Beautifully executed by Draven. Draven is aware of cage matches and Attitude Sports Entertainment. It is submissions only. And holy shit, oh, look at this. He's got the bridging headlock, beautifully done by Draven Blackbird. Now here's a series of strikes by Benton. He's working over both adversaries. Draven sends him into it. Beautiful execution. Draven with a series of strikes on Extreme Grizzly, and he sent the Extreme Grizzly down.
This is exactly why the fans are gonna shove off the kick in Draven's face. Stop that bullshit. Now that's that.
And oh, Draven is looking good. Draven Blackbird is making easy work of his opponent so far.
These idiots are pathetic. You and I both know that Draven Blackbird may have a chance, but with losers like that and I in the race, anything's possible.
Well, back in the action and bet with a series of strikes on the Extreme Grizzly as Draven is back on his feet. Draven gets grab force. And Benton turns his attention back over to the Extreme Grizzly. And Benton throws it in. And he's got he's bringing the leg, beautifully executed, and here it is. Uppercut, beautifully done by Draven. Draven now turns his attention over to the Extreme Grizzly. He's got that. Oh, look at this. Beautifully executed. Will the Extreme Grizzly submit? No, he doesn't as he breaks the hold. Shoulder action. Beautifully done by Draven. Corner of the sweet spot on his leg. And he's continuing to punish Draven. Draven counters.
And look at this. That is exactly why these idiots are looking for a fight.
And holy, beautifully done by Draven Blackbird. And here's a slam, beautifully done by Benton. Benton now turns back over to and a hard right. And a hard right indeed. Here it is. The Extreme Underground is right up. And look at the, oh, how beautiful of a submission hold
using the rope for leverage.
Talk about, hey, sit down.
Talk about wild toxic crime. Now bitching in a hard ride. And there's Draven. Oh, beautifully done by Draven Blackbird. Draven is looking to put his opponent. Holy shit, he's got the Scorpion. He's got the Scorpion locked in. With Bitten submit. No. Here's a kick. Bitten now looks over. Draven Blackbird. Now solve the ball. As the Extreme Grizzly is backed up onto his feet. He's working over Draven Blackbird.
They fans are going.
And here it is. A hard out. It looks like Draven Bay might be watching from backstage, but it looks like we got Draven Blackbird in the action. It's doing a nice shot from Oh, hits him. Gonna breaker incoming. A double Draven Blackbird out of the Ring Grizzly. Turns his attention over to Bitten Martin. Bitten hits the cage. As Grizzly now turns his attention over to the... Oh, here it is. Body recliner, beautifully done, but will Draven break out? He does with a slip. And he with a spine. Bitmark gets back over to the Extreme Grizzly. There he goes. Raven is slowly getting up to his feet, and there's Raven. Raven sends him to the ropes.
And Bitten coming. This is exactly why these idiots are.
And holy shit. Draven hits the cage hard, courtesy of Bitmark. Bitmark now turns his attention back over to the Extreme Grizzly and leaves him. And now he turns his attention back over to Draven Blackbird. Here it is. And he's dropped to the ground. And he's working over Draven. He's covering him. He's going to Miro Bavity. With a comic spin. Now the Extreme Grizzly is back up onto his feet.
And here it is.
Beautiful release Sherman. Grizzly is now used the bear claw and he locked in. And Raven counters. Look at this. Raven with his shoulders is dropped off to the Extreme Grizzly. Look at that hard strike. And now Bitten turns his attention over to Draven with a beautiful scoop.
Yes, these idiots are pathetic. Look at that. They're jeering at the fact that we're here.
They're jeering because
Instead of a drop.
Well, of course it should have been good. Strike with lines in the back.
Don't stop you. Okay? These fans are here to see me.
These fans don't want to listen to you, much less Steve. Now back to the action. We're a series of onslaughts. Look at this. Red Pit now with a hard run.
I'm talking about it, but we're not even halfway in the shot.
Well, no, it's the fourth bout, motherfucker. And on pay-per-views, I'll head back to.
Speaking of pay-per-view, you said something about sex, drugs, and fireworks?
Sex, Drugs, and Fireworks will be live in Compton, California. And we are going to look into the direction. Okay, so Bitten looks to put away the Extreme Grizzly. Verta Breaker incoming. Into the Verta Breaker.
And I don't know what the fuck that was all about from Draven Blackbird.
Raven with a beautiful execution. Raven Blackbird is working up. Okay, so he's turning his attention over to the Extreme Grizzly. And look at this. He now turns his attention over to Bitten Mark. He picks up Bitten. Here it is. Beautiful execution with the double knee. Oh, here it is. Beautiful inverted headlock will. Bitten Smith, no, because the Extreme Grizzly breaks the hold. Grizzly looks over and look at this. Beautifully done.
The fans are loving.
And of course the fans are living. back and forth. And these three men, no quits. Benton, he's looking to put away the Extreme Grizzly. Up to the stage. There's a strike from Benton Mark. With blood all over the skull of the Extreme Grizzly. And look at the beautiful corner. And Raven now turns his attention over to the Extreme Grizzly. He is stalking his prey. And he turns his attention back over to Benton. Raven with he's using the ropes for leverage. Beautifully done by Raven Blackbird. Back to the ring. And here's a hard play. Raven. The Extreme Grizzly gets with the down goes Raven. And Raven slowly gets to his feet, and so does Benton Mark. And look at this. The Extreme Grizzly is working on the ladder. He hits into the corner. And he's got the, he's using the rope for leverage. Beautifully done by the Extreme Grizzly. Here it is. And Raven sends it into the corner. There's Raven with a series of onslaughts. Holy shit. And a low blow.
And down it goes. And here it is. What the fuck was that?
Well, it looks like he's trying to connect the rocket fist, but Raven countered and stepped out of the way, so I don't blame you for being as confused as an owl. Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
And here it is. Beautiful driver execution. Beautifully done by the Extreme Grizzly. He's got the claw. He's got the iron claw, but Benton Mark. Into the bout. Here's your victor. And the Extreme Underground Champion, the Extreme Grizzly, forces Raven Blackbird to submit to the Bear Claw.
That's as awful. Bad.
Fuck you. Such another amazing bout. Let's get to our fifth bout. Fifth bout. And it's Vixen's action. We got Donity Gray. We got Juliana Ramirez. We got Angel Quinn. We got Alexia Deaver. We got Jessica Kelly. We got Zinda Evie. We got Andrea Jules. And we got Lara Lane. This is exactly the kind of bout you would expect with our Vixens division. And with the intro out of the way, let's start this motherfucking shit. And we are going into the Battle Royal. Alright. Melissa, ring that motherfucking bell. And it's an onslaught. The Vixens are fighting each other up. They're taking over Alexia. Donity is taking over Juliana. Jessica Kelly is getting fucked up by Giga. And Andrea is working over Angel Quinn. This is a beautiful bout.
There's the back behind the enemy that they're looking for.
Okay, so Angel is countering. And now she's working over Andrea. And Jessica gets crashed into Lara. And we got, okay, so no elimination yet. Alexia with a series of strikes off screen. Holy shit, now Angel is hit. Beautiful job. And it looks like Lara is now getting worked over by Andrea. Jessica Kelly and Alexia Deaver. Jessica Kelly goes over the rope. Jessica gets eliminated by Alexia Deaver.
Let's hear, folks.
Donity still in the way. Dinga onto Andrea. Here's a beautiful bulldog courtesy of Dinga. And it looks like it's down to 7 benches. It'll be 6 shortly, Ryan. Donity is getting worked over by Alexia. And Okay, so Andrea. Okay, so, oh, holy shit, looks like Vega is looking to get rid of Andrea, but no dice, folks. And Council Jimmy out of review is courtesy of Angel Twin. Now we're down to 6 seconds. Angel is getting pummeled. And a drop kick, and Donovan still standing. Alexia is now getting into the turnbuckle by Zinda with a crash horse. Donovan still in the ring. So is Angel. So is Lara. And Lara's up to her feet. Zinda is working over Alexia. Look at that beautiful hurricanrana by Lara onto Andrea. Donovan over the ropes, but it looks like here's the beautiful execution by Angel. And Alexia, you can not get eliminated. Here's a bicycle hit to Donovan. Donovan gets knocked over by Alexia. And a harming. And Lara's looking to get rid of, but no dice, folks. Because Andrea is holding on for their life. And Angel's going to be reanimated. Goes Angel on to Alexia. Vita with a beautiful headline. Beautiful striking series of strikes by Andrea. Now Andrea is working over Donovan. And Lara, beautiful, down by Vita. Angel Twin gets hit in the corner courtesy of the collision, no dice, but Angel knocks her over. Lara in the corner. And look at that beautiful double kick. Might as well contact. But counter beautifully done by Lara Layton. Lara with a series of scratches. Vita, and she's going to go taking over to the newcomer. Vita with a series of elbows. Donovan still there. So is Andrea. So is Angel. Okay, so Lara's in the corner. Okay, so it looks like Vita's looking to get rid of Lara Layton. There may be another elimination, and I say maybe because there is back to the action. Donovan's still in it. Donovan is still standing. Donovan is leading down at Angel. Meanwhile, Alexia Beaver's down, Beaver's down, and Lara Layton Vita is going to crash course. Lara now turns her attention over to Angel. Lara now turns her attention over to eliminate. Andrea's been eliminated by Alexia Beaver. We're down to 5 extras. This is exactly why Angel's over the ropes, and Angel's been eliminated by Donovan. He's a double team courtesy of Vita and Alexia. And look at this, there's blood all over Team Daisy. And Donovan's in the corner. And look at this, beautiful Omega Driver. What? How about that? And holy shit, Vita's up at the highest boulevard, but wait a second, Lara is knocking her out. And Donovan with a series of with a kick off to Lara Layton. And back into the action. Alexia is down. Donovan turns her attention over to Alexia, and holy shit, it looks like Lara's looking to eliminate Vita, but Donovan knocks her over. Donovan with a series of Vita. There's blood all over Lara Layton, courtesy of Alexia. Alexia now turns her attention over to Donovan. She's got Donovan exactly what she wants. Well, maybe, but there's that kick in Lara's back. Down goes Alexia Beaver. Vita back to her feet. She is turning her attention over to Lara Layton. And here it is, Lara coming. Lara with a series of strikes, and here's the snake power coming. Down goes Vita. Donovan is punching Alexia Beaver. And Vita takes Lara over the rope. No dice. And Lara counters it. Holy shit. And down goes Lara, courtesy of Vita. And it's down to 3 vixens. Donati's looking to get rid of Alexia Beaver, but no dice. And Zinda Evie is still in the back. What the fuck kind of a name is Zinda Evie? Holy, beautifully done by Zinda Evie with a rotational crucifix. Alexia is looking to get rid of Zinda. And Zinda's holding off, man. Zinda went over the rope. And of course, Alexia versus Donati. And here's the, look at this, beautifully executed. And Donati gets to her feet. Alexia is looking to put Donati away. She's up in the highest boulevard of her body. And back up in the highest boulevard to the ground. Beautifully done by Alexia Beaver. Alexia continues to work over Donati Gray. And look at this, look at a beautiful headlock. And it looks like Alexia may be the champion when she eliminates Donati.
But wait a second.
Donati's still in the match. Well, of course she's still in the match for now. Anything can happen, Ryan. Holy shit. And despite all this, Donati Gray, she became the new Vintage champion after eliminating Alexia Beaver. And here's your victor and your new Devious 54 champion. The women's championship is now being held by Donati Gray. I did say great things could happen. We get to our next bout. Now we are in match number 6. It's the Bloodlust Championship. It is a 3-way bloodbath. The last person not bleeding becomes the champion. We got the Toro defending against the Phantom Nightmare and the Claremont Mauler.
That looks like Toro's got an easy work. And Donati's going backstage.
Well, Donati's going backstage. Meanwhile, back in the action. Officiating the match is Alan Thatcher Hardigan, ring that motherfucking bell. And the match is up. And it looks like both men are trying to punish the Claremont Mauler. But Mauler now got Toro into the Phantom with a double action. Look at this. Beautiful job by this is a fuck, ladies and gentlemen. These 3 are beating the holy high fucking on each other.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you are. When your name is what's his name? The Alpha Tiger?
The Alpha Tiger won earlier, but now we're going to the chip. We got 4 matches remaining. 4 matches? Well, yeah, 4 matches, motherfucker. And here it is. Beautiful atomic drop. And Phantom goes over to make the last essential. He's got Miss Steel. But it looks like the blowout Mauler has it out of his hand. Side of toe. No guys in time. Toro looking over the oh, look at this. This is exactly why the matches are waiting. Here's a hard right. And there's beautiful. Solid enough. Courtesy of the Claremont Mauler. Toro is up to his feet. Mauler's got loose steel. And Toro knocks it out of his hands. And there's the pattering from the Psycho. And here it is. The Phantom. Here's a double team. Onto the steel. Beautifully done by Toro and Mauler. These 2 are working them. And Toro hits the turnbuckle hard. Meanwhile, back on this far side of the arena, here's a beautiful side punch. And there's a Claremont Mauler. He is working over Toro. And here's a okay, so.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Claremont Mauler is Joey Leroy's insurance policy. Well, him and the Apocalypse and Torture.
You're not wrong on that, but anyways, back into the action. And they are fucking each other up. The Bloodback Baller, he's doing a push. Look like he's coming, and got the cord. No blood yet, and Baller goes over to the master set point. He's got the, he's blind, got the light. He's backing up from behind, and the Phantom Nightmare goes up in the high-risk boulevard with double axe handle up to the Bloodback Baller. And here's a beautiful haul down. This is why the fans are pounding. They're blowing their asses out. And here's a hard DDT. And beautiful prayer hog slam courtesy of the Bloodback Baller on the Puro. Puro is down. And it looks like the Phantom picked up the steal. Jackknife incoming from Bloodback Baller. Here it comes. Jackknife. Puro up to his feet. And Baller is slamming them up. And okay, so it looks like Baller's got plans. He goes over the Mexican box, and he's got the, he's got the top side, and down goes Puro. And he throws it at the Phantom. Baller picks up Lucille. And Phantom knocks it out of his head. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that foot there. Well, the Jackasses of Skid Row as Kelly. United Skid Row, fuck you for the Lunar Truck. Back in the action. And the Phantom knocks down Puro. Here comes vertical suplex by Baller onto the Phantom as Baller now turns his attention over to Puro. That's a pattern of Puro gets to his feet, and so does the Phantom. Puro powerbomb is coming. Oh, holy shit. Beautiful by the Phantom Nightmare as Baller is up to his feet. Puro hits the step. Goes long. Beautifully done on the Bloodback Baller. And Puro may be out of it for now. And Baller hits the barricade because of the Phantom Nightmare. And the man out of stop and out of the time with a bite of carry. Beautiful pile driver. And look at this. Now he turns his attention over to Puro, and Puro hits the barricade. The barricade protected because the idiots are going, okay, they're going to eliminate the box. And holy shit, he's going to stop. He's stopping with a cash down lead. And holy fuck. This is exactly the kind of match these idiots are paying to see. Stopping down first. Nice pass stoppers. And okay, so the track down wins the knocked over by the Phantom as Puro with the top of the unit. They're back for no blood yet. And there's some pattern by the Phantom Nightmare. The Bloodback Baller slowly gets up into his feet. The Bloodback Baller now turns his attention over to Puro. But wait a second. Here it is. Beautiful suplex by Phantom. And there's... And he hits the turnbuckle hard as Alabaster Hardigan walkthrough. Into the bout. Next is wide. He's already outside. Harry does running a long time to fight with a terrible contact. And he's ready with a shove out. Started out again. And down goes Baller, but Baller's back to his feet with a clothesline onto the back of the Puro. Slowly gradually gets back to the other curve. And here it is. Beautiful. Whatever the fuck that was by the Phantom. The fuck was that? You know, something you'll never pull off. I got it, huh? I got it. All right, you got it. You're fine. Fuck off, Ryan. Mike. Okay, so the Bloodback Baller got the microphone. Wait a second. And here it is. Beautiful power drive courtesy of the Psycho Rock Shapiro. Jackknife incoming, folks. Jackknife incoming. Down goes. And there's a splash. And Marlon busted back him open. Now he turns his attention over to Zero. He slays the champion. He goes out of his ring. He goes to grab a weapon. Which weapon will he go for? Mike. Give me that motherfucking knife. And Paul takes it out of his hands. And now Marlon knocks it out of his hand. And there's a big boot. And here's your victor. And new blood rush champion, the Blair Mountain Mauler.
These idiots are bad wagoners. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new champion. You better pay some respect, you fucking cunt. These guys suck. And that's why you'll never get them.
Great match. Okay, back in the action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the casket match. It looks like Benjamin Boyd and Derek Frost are taking the ticket to the morgue. These two are looking to tear each other apart.
So tell me again how this action...
You've seen casket matches before.
All right, this is the same match with the Alabaster Heart again. Started corrupting the matches, and these idiots are going into the entire bout.
And okay, so let's ring that motherfucking bell. And it looks like Chester Mill still rings the bell. And Benjamin Boyd gets an early advantage over Derek Frost.
I don't know what the fuck that's all about.
Well, it's going to be too early to determine an outcome. But it looks like Benjamin Boyd is looking to put Derek away. There's a springboard. Beautiful chop. And he goes out of the middle of Avenue, and he's waiting for Derek to get back up on his feet. And there's a beautiful DDT.
That was one-sided.
And you know it. Right, it's currently one-sided at the moment, and who cares? The fans are invested in, look at that beautiful dive. It looks like Benjamin Boyd is looking to punish Derek Frost early.
These losers are fucking each other up. They're sad, pathetic, and they're trash.
And here it comes. And here we go. It's too early to determine who's going to be winning the bout. And currently, Benjamin Boyd's got the advantage over Derek Frost. And, oh, look at that beautiful suplex off the sarcophagus.
These idiots are cheering for a one-sided.
You might want to count the chickens before the halfway to ride because Derek Frost is for a powerbomb incoming. He's trying to back the sarcophagus goes to the board.
That's right. Derek, put him in the coffin and lock him up. Instead, he's out on fire and throw him in the belly of the dagger.
Go to hell with your bullshit shenanigans, Ryan. And speaking of the sarcophagus, it looks like Derek opened it up. Derek is looking to fight back. He's got the advantage now. And look at that atomic drop.
Alright. I don't know why Chester don't sound that ringside, but this guy is a fucking plebe. There's a little fuck. That faggot is probably reading a Playgirl magazine starring Shawn Michaels.
Oh, fuck. It looks like he's got somebody's ashes in a metal vase. And a kick counter, beautiful gut bite. Beautiful counter
by Derek Cross. And it looks like Derek goes into Highway Boulevard. He was looking for some destruction. Shoulder block, beautifully done. He goes over to the sarcophagus.
If all we give the yard.
Ryan, you may get your wish real soon. But first, we're going to get back in the action. We've got the debut of the Earn, which is fitting for this type of match. That and a shovel. That's why we're going to the board. Derek is working over Benjamin Boyd, and it looks like it's back and forth. For the most of it so far, Derek is now dominating this bout, and he's looking to put Benjamin into the coffin, but wait, Benjamin counters. And now Derek counters. These two are fucking each other up at ringside.
This is why the fans should not believe what they see. And Benjamin Boyd is getting fucked up.
Well, you're not wrong on that. He's mostly okay, so Benjamin counters. And now we're going to put Derek Cross into the sarcophagus. And will he close the sarcophagus? Well, he's attempting, but Derek Cross holds it. And he knocks it out of his hand. And back in the ring goes Derek Cross. Derek continues to punish Benjamin Boyd and vice versa. Benjamin Boyd, look at this. These two are playing ring around the rosy.
Fuck that. He's getting us a ball. No cat. Those idiots at Dead Row are unappreciated.
They're not in Dead Row, motherfucker. We got the East with the plunge. Beautifully done by Derek Cross. He is looking into putting Benjamin Boyd into the coffin. A beautiful shadow Santa. Will Benjamin Boyd be able to break out of it?
No. He won't be able to.
We'll see how that combination poorly in the next few seconds, and there it is.
What the fuck? That was a rip-off. That son of a bitch ragged the entire bout.
No, it's not. Fuck you. Okay. And Derek is beautifully done by Derek. Derek with that leg drop on the Benjamin Boyd, and he's going up into middle of Bosnia with a beautiful raw dive. He goes out of it, he goes over to make it back to the set point. He's got to shove it. Now we got two touching weapons in the ring. And it looks like Derek is turning his attention back over to Benjamin as he's in the corner. Look at that. And look at Derek dominating this part of the bout.
If this match is not 5 stars, I swear to God.
Well, you can keep swearing to imaginary deities because if anybody's not, Derek is looking too close to sarcophagus, but Benjamin Boyd opens it up, and he goes outside the ring. Benjamin Boyd, I think he has a strategy. He goes to pick up the vase. And Derek knocks it out of his hands. And holy fuck, there's a DDT off of the base. And he goes to grab it. And Derek Cross now has somebody's ashes in his hand. And Benjamin Boyd with a roundhouse kick.
You can only imagine that here.
Now goes the coffin, folks. And it's DDT, beautiful job on Benjamin Boyd as we continue the series of onslaughts, and these two are fucking each other up. Benjamin Boyd slowly gets to his feet, and Derek Cross. Beautiful, each with a plunge. Down he goes. And he's looking to put Benjamin Boyd away. Once and for all. But the coffin's not open yet. But he bangs his head onto the coffin anyway.
This is cheering, folks. These idiots are cheering for their downfall.
It's seriously your downfall, baby. But back in the action. Benjamin Boyd back in the ring. Derek Cross gets into the corner. He climbs up into Highway Boulevard. He is looking to put... But wait, he's too far to attempt the Highway Boulevard. And he goes. Russian leg sweep, beautifully dubbed by the Benjamin Boyd as he continues to fight back against Derek Cross. Over the rope goes Derek Cross into ringside. Benjamin Boyd goes out of the ring. He goes to follow his adversary. As Derek goes to grab a shovel. And there's a roundhouse kick, beautifully done. Black mask. And Derek slowly gets to his feet. There's Benjamin. Double underhook, but it looks like Derek counters with a clothesline onto the stomach. These morons are Bowen. Brought to you by these idiots. And he hits the steps, and it looks like Derek Cross goes to the Highway Boulevard. He is looking to put an elbow onto the upper spine. And he's looking for another East River plunge. At your feet, beautiful East River plunge. And Derek goes to grab the shovel. This match has its benefit.
What kind of weapons are we going to get?
Okay, here it is. A double underhook, beautiful fight. Benjamin Boyd. Now Benjamin Boyd and Derek Cross are fucking each other up, and Derek eats the steps. Now Benjamin goes into Highway Boulevard and looking to giving Derek a piece of his own medicine. Derek up to his feet. And a hard comet fist. Beautifully done by Benjamin. Benjamin continues the series of onslaughts onto Derek Cross. And here it is, folks. He's going to be taking Derek to the coffin. He bangs his head to the sarcophagus. And he's going to throw Derek into the sarcophagus, and it looks like he's looking to close the coffin. But Derek is fighting back. And here it is, folks. The battle is back and forth. And no quit for these two.
I like the first match.
Anderson countered by Derek Cross, and Benjamin Boyd is back in the ring. Benjamin oversees the cross onto Derek Cross. And Derek counters with an elbow. There's Derek. He's going to be standing over the rope. Confidence goes Benjamin Boyd, and it looks like Derek Cross is looking to put away. And Benjamin Boyd is fighting to get rid of it. Will Derek Cross secure the victory? Yes, he can. Here's the victor in a back-and-forth battle with coffins and shovels and somebody's ashes. Derek Cross stands tall.
Those idiots are bowing. That's the saddest thing I have ever heard. Oh, bow yourself, you fucking peasant. Go to hell.
And we got another amazing bout. And here we go. On to our next bout.
Bow.
Of course, Drag Queen Ryan's bitching aside. Speaking of Ryan Osborne and Max Morgan enter the Ultraviolet Tag Team Championship in a hexagonal splinters, where the objective is the final team standing secures the victory and the titles. Let's start this motherfucking bout. At Jamal Riggin bout, you ring that motherfucking bell. Why is Jamal Riggin bout officiating the match? Well, he's a man, so that's the option. Ron Blade is getting defeated by the first retain. This is a bust out, ladies and gentlemen. The objective is to eliminate 4 of the opponents.
in and becomes champion.
I don't know what happened. That referee got.
And the fans are booing because they're here. But back in the action. Matt Morgan to deal with the jack. Meanwhile, Raymond Bade is working into an onslaught by Football Blade. It's beautiful. Right on board does the play. With a series of threats from Football Blade. He's got a headbutt on Ron Osborne. Matt Morgan is outside. The enforcer's pain is down, and it looks like the Jackson's back into the rope. Brought to Dynasty cover. Raven onto Ryan. Raven now turns his attention over the back. He's looking over the back. Ryan is getting pushed over by the enforcer pain. Max Morgan is knocked down by the Innocent Jack. Comes on Blade. Gets taken by Ryan. And this is a fun thing. These guys on the first attack. Max Morgan is lifted over Raven. Crossball Blade is getting his ass pummeled by Ryan. And if I were one of these men, I would go first and get out one of these men. Fuck you. Now back in the action. Beautiful DDT by Ryan Osborne onto the Innocent Jack. Now Efficient Pain works over the Innocent Jack and Ryan controls over Crossball Blade while Raven Bane and Max Morgan are fighting at ringside. And Ryan now turns his attention over to the Enforcer Pain, and it looks like double team. Ryan with a shot. Goes the Enforcer Pain. The Innocent Jack. The second to table. The Innocent Jack turns his attention over to the Enforcer Pain. Enforcer Pain. Not close. Powder. Beautiful job by Enforcer Pain. Ryan Osborne. Beautiful rotational. Raven tables, but no tables breaking. Now the Enforcer Pain, he shuts up the table. Now Raven takes the attention to him. The Innocent Jack up over Ryan. Ryan in that goal line. Raven is working over Ryan. Jack dropping on the table. Max Morgan works over his Enforcer Pain. The Innocent Jack with a power bomb dropped by Jaden. Shot steps up the table for massive elimination. The Enforcer Pain. One half. Caught eliminated. Max Morgan, power bomb and color off to Crossball Blade. And okay. Wow, look at the beautiful snake eyes by Max Morgan. Collision course on the big tape. And down it goes. Meanwhile, the Innocent Jack got hurt. Glove. Down-handed the stick by Jaden Bennett. The Innocent Jack goes to follow Jaden. Jaden beats Ryan, and he beats Shot to the middle of the field. And look at this. Ryan Howard for the shot. He's looking to eliminate Softball Blade. Ryan Osborne. Buck counter by Jack. And here it is. Max Morgan is looking to put shots to the table. Alive. And Ryan says no. He's moving up. Open to the table because he is bringing the table over Jaden. Ryan hit the entire ring.
This is exactly why these idiots are both. And yeah, rightfully so, your friends are lonely.
You don't know that yet, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. Because it looks like Ryan Osborne is in the back since the Max Morgan. This guy's a fucking cop.
But speaking of Max, Coach Slider covered by Max Morgan. Down goes Shaw. Shaw is eliminated. Now, it's Raven Bay versus Raven Bay versus realistic Jackson. Just got the window. Max Morgan watching down. Shaw gets sent to the back. And a hard right.
These guys need to eliminate those legs.
It may be back and forth, and it looks like realistic Jack is up in the Boulevard. Nope. Double right-handed to nowhere. Max Morgan is looking to put away. Realistic Jack. But he's not able to control the line. Meanwhile, they're taking good the thing. Anything can happen. And Realistic Jack is going over there by Maxwell.
Oh, these guys suck. I hope Draven Bang put those two losers in the match so yes, Johnny's in the match.
And there's blood all over Draven. And Draven on Max Morgan. Max Morgan enters the ring, following Draven. Followed by Ryan Osborne.
Fuck with that one. People must count. And Jeffrey got count was lost out.
So you're not wrong. It's so the agency.
Because Marcus is in the family.
Fuck off, Ryan. I call it like it is and it's straight down the middle.
I'll play.
And Ryan got the... Oh, yeah, he's got Tatum. Tatum's over the ropes and Max Morgan. Okay, so it looks like Max Morgan is looking to put away.
And that's how Johnny's Titus. They're gonna be alright. These idiots are probably going.
And Ryan takes up the table and Max Morgan knocks it over.
It's a real tag team.
They all roll tag teams though. Shut up. Now back to the action. And Ryan sets up the table. Max Morgan's working over Draven. Draven Bang. Draven Blackpool came close in his match. And Draven hits the turnbuckle. Max Morgan is looking to go in. Iris Boulevard. Wait a second. What the fuck is that right on there? Iris Boulevard, and here are your new champions incoming. And, oh, Ryan Osborne knocked over the table just in time before Max Morgan was eliminated. Oh, look at that.
These idiots are rigging the back.
No, it's not. Fuck you. Okay. It's not rigged. It's back and forth.
Oh, yeah. It's play back over to Ryan Osborne in the ring. Down to him. Sorry, stop.
Max goes up into Iris Boulevard. Ryan's outside. Draven's outside. Max Morgan with a better asshole. Ryan Osborne is looking for a Dragon Slayer. But Draven counters with a series of kicks.
Come on, Draven. Break that loose.
And here's a beautiful execution.
Ladies and gentlemen, returning to Attitude Function and taking on the Demon God.
Ryan, the last time I checked, you're not too far to the Brooklyn Demon Joker.
Okay. The Brooklyn Demon Joker would have been a lot better than Ryan Osborne. And that's more. Well, let's see. These idiots are back. You know it right here.
And Ryan's got the Gretzky. He's breaking the Gretzky on the Draven. And the tag titles will be defended at the pride of the powerful. On Sunday on Max Morgan. Iris Boulevard caught these idiots. And
What the fuck was that for Max Morgan?
now, anyways, the pride of the house. Oh, there's a Dragon Slayer by Ryan.
Back.
But unfortunately, there's no submission, so you might be lucky.
Somebody used to get rid of, right? Those losers wasn't forever.
Ryan, you and I both know that Crazy Trade is dominating on Draven Bane, and it looks like Ryan goes over the... Wait a second, no, he doesn't. He's turning his attention over to the commotion. Max Morgan works over Draven. And you'll be surprised who will be appearing at the Pride of the Powerful on Sunday, May 17th. Live from the Luxor. Draven and new champions incoming. Slam on to Draven Bang. Back.
No, it's not. Shut up. I can't believe these idiots are killing.
Here are your victors and new Attitude Sports Entertainment Ultraviolet Tag Team Champions, Max Morgan, Ryan Osborne, Crazy Train, stand tall.
Is there a free bird rule?
Of course there's a free bird rule, but it only applies to trios, Ryan. But anyways, your victors, Max Morgan, Ryan Osborne.
Let's get to our next bout. Those idiots are hopping the bandwagon.
And we got an envious Diamonds gridiron between four veteran Vixens. What's there to say we don't keep them out of the action? Now, we'll be returning on May 17th, 2026 with the Pride of the Powerful, live from the Luxor.
We're live at Skid Row, not the Luxor. Don't listen to this schmuck.
We're not at Skid Row, fuck you. And ring that motherfucking bell. Now that's a hard to get watching. Or return to attention at Freaky Wells and Leslie County. Amethyst Brimstone now turns her attention over to Freaky Wells. And these four victims fighting each other. It's submissions only.
Larry Black, Azrael Leader, and Joey the Rock, and Taberta Nika, and all the others. Watch that happen when we are action on May 17th.
Well, you're not wrong on two of them.
Retirement never stops you before.
Okay, so anyways, oh, look at this beautiful job by Dorothy onto Lexi. And breaking down to the attention over to Amethyst. Look at them veterans fucking each other. Power bomb is coming by beautiful by Frankie Brett. Dorothy Lane now turns her attention over to Amethyst. And the Brimstone slowly gets to the street of the Smith. The Lexi counters. And here's a vertical kick pass. Beautiful done by and outlets the Hardigan Watson.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming May 17th, live from the Skid Row Arena in Skid Row County, California.
We are going to the Luxor this year for the Pride of the Powerful on May 17th. And like before, there's going to be surprises.
I can never understand who won the prison ride grant.
Well, usually, it looks like due to a house fire caused by Ryan Constant crying, prison ride has been stalled for later this year.
Oh, that's stalled.
You're not wrong, but anyways, going down, and it looks like we got four Vixens fucking each other up. And Amethyst works with authority. Meanwhile, Lexi's getting worked over by Freaky Boot. Amethyst goes into Highway Boulevard as she makes majority later get up on her feet, and Lexi breaks out of Freaky home. Look at that beautiful swing up circle.
That's his Conrad.
No, it's not. Fuck you. And look at that beautiful black mask. And look at this, here it is. A single leg. Okay, Frankie. Here's the hold, but Dorothy. Now it is Ronaldo. Amethyst will take her attention over. Okay, now. Beautiful face clap by Dorothy Later's Lexi holds on. Butterfly, beautiful.
Dorothy Lake. Now this is pathetic.
Well, people start looking at it. Okay, so Dorothy gets put in the corner. Now we're fucking up. And the Masters are really okay. Congratulations.
Yo, fucking step. Go to hell. Best thing ever. Yeah, the best thing ever. Right Osborne has got lost the back.
Crazy Train won.
Yeah, because the match was red and just everyone but.
No, it's the back and forth match. Shut up. And speaking of back and forth action, This Vicious action is currently back and forth. Amethyst hits up. And Doherty lays down as Frankie Welch is working over Amethyst to Brimstone as Lexi Jackson goes up. And Lexi picks her up. Lexi sends Doherty into the turnbuckle. They roll back on a beautiful knee drop by Frankie on the outside down a drop kick onto Doherty Lane. Lexi clutching the rope. And Frankie is turning her attention over, but too late. Lexi's in the ring. And a beautiful counter. And a kick dead. Lexi hits the... Okay, so Lexi's working over. And there's Doherty Lane. And now the Fista. And we got Lexi getting worked over by Frankie. And this is, oh, look at this. Beautiful job by Amethyst. Frankie's back in the action. Frankie with a hard down. And she's waiting for Amethyst to get up on her feet. Hopefully she lost to the submission. OTPS. Oh, here's the surfboard and coming. Okay, so surfboard stretch beautifully done by Frankie Welch, but Doherty Lane ain't having it. Oh, look at this. Beautifully executed.
That's why these idiots are cheering.
And Doherty hits the turnbuckle. Frankie Welch.
Or that family. And a former champion.
Well, now we're working on the rookies division. Now, Christian Wyman. Okay. Doherty in a block to beautifully done and Frankie's up to the feet. Now Doherty's looking over. Lexi again. And it's been back and forth. All four victims are fucking each other. Up to oblivion. This is why they wouldn't put stars in the middle of the match. There's beautiful Mexican driver by Amethyst, but Frankie knocks over Lexi. And Amethyst with the black mask onto Lexi. Is down. Doherty's down on it. Oh, he's got the leg bastard. Will no, because Lexi Destiny dropped the hole. Lexi knocks over Amethyst and she turns her attention over to Frankie. Frankie hits the elbow. And look at this. Beautiful. Oh, baby. Got the Black Widow. But wait a second. Amethyst breaks the hold and Doherty steps out of the way. And Doherty turns her attention back over to Frankie Welch. Rewind. Amethyst now turns her attention over to her classmate. Down goes Doherty Lane and Lexi Jackson back to the feet. And look, oh, beautiful Cloverleaf. And anything could happen.
Yeah, including Joey Leroy getting a title match.
Except for Joey Leroy getting a title match. Fuck you.
What kind of a boss is it?
Not a biased one. Now, back in the action. And the fist of October. Lexi. Doherty turns her attention over to Amethyst. Beautiful X. No, and there's blood all over. And look at this. Beautiful. And Doherty's been busted open by Frankie Welch. Frankie. Down goes Amethyst. Lexi's out of it. Frankie goes in the high-risk boulevard, and Lexi's up to the feet as she wants to walk away. Lexi, here it is. Uses downward spiral. Now Doherty turns her attention to Lexi. Here it is. Snake Eyes incoming. And down goes Lexi Destiny. And Doherty turns her attention over to Frankie Welch. Frankie continues with a series of strikes. But beautiful butterfly. And Amethyst with the drop trigger. What the fuck was that?
You're not wrong on that. What the fuck is that? I mean, I know you're trying to go close to home, but here's a leg sweep at it. There's a strike off and Lexi Destiny. Now back to the action. Got a beautiful strike with those are all baby. Pass course, kicker, and holy shit. Oh, she's got the spitball locked in. Will. I don't think submit no because Dorby breaks the hold. Peggy White is working through. Oh, she's got the Ramiro stretch. She's working on the Ramiro stretch. And Lexi takes it over to Dorby. And it was a hard headlock. But broke in the hold. There's Lexi. Lexi was over Frankie. Total glass knees right there. This is exactly the kind of match you would expect. Well, really, I'm talking about like, going around these logos of Chad Ryan, doing a lot. Power up, pressure right there, back. And now the pistol worked okay, so I don't know what the fuck that's all about. Well, what the fuck that's all about is that the pistol is, look at that beautiful twist, as was a fist. Lexi tries to lock the door of the ball. Lee Spazin coming in a serious destruction of the offensive brimstone. Now Lexi now turns her attention back over to Frankie Wade. As she throws it to her feet, and so does Amethysta. And there's that beautiful shoulder block. Jordan back up to his feet. Black Widow. Black Widow. Got the Black Widow. And Amethysta breaks the hold. Amethysta with a drop kick to nowhere as Jordan steps out of the way. Counter after counter. Look at that problem. And Frankie's back to her feet with a javelin clutch. Javelin throws on down. These idiots are sad. These idiots. And look at this. There's Frankie for the first GPS. Onto Dorothy. And she's looking for the winner of Frank. But wait a second. Lexi Destiny, she shocks the India and lock on to Amethysta. He's finishing it first. Well, holy shit. Neither. What a first back and forth action. That is one time. I don't know what the fuck kind of a match you're watching. It's back and forth, Ryan. Holy shit, we're down a 2-hour mark. You're right. Because guess what? It's a pay-per-view. Of course it's 2 hours. Us shows are typically an hour long. And look at that beautiful drop kick on Lexi Destiny by Amethysta Brimstone. Back to the action. And look at that flatliner. Beautifully done as Amethysta goes to the high reach. Boulevard with a splash. This Frankie as a surfboard flat. And will Dory submit? No, because Lexi takes the hold. And now back to the action. Frankie now turns her attention over to Amethysta. Amethysta locks over Destiny. There's blood all over Amethysta Brimstone. Now Frankie now turns her attention over to her Amethysta Dorothy Road. And now, she turns her attention to Lexi. And counter after counter, a beautiful gun. Here's a foul over Terry. That's a beautiful ride, folks. And there's Amethysta. Dorothy's up. And Black Mass missed. Beautiful job. Dorothy with a serious strike for Dorothy's looking over the entire company. This is why these idiots are about. They're going around. Everything you unappreciated that music. We love wrestling. We love wrestling. It's like what's happening this? It's Jeff Rouse. We watching 4 bitches fuck each other up in the middle of the cage. But there's no escape. Well, no, you're right. There's no escape. Oh, look at it. Reverse GPS. And there's Frankie. Holy shit, she's got the Ramiro clutch. Wait a minute. Frankie's got the Ramiro clutch. And Lexi Destiny is focusing on Amethysta Brimstone. Will Dorothy Ray submit here? No, because Frankie broke the hold. Here's the powerbomb is coming in. Lexi is Firewoman's carrying a snake eyes onto where the sister. And Frankie up to her feet, Mold Saw beautifully done on Dorothy. Amethyst up to her feet, and Lexi up to her feet as she's slapping at nothing. And those two are fucking each other, and I what the fuck that choreography is all about. And Lexi is working over Frankie West, and she now turns her attention over to Dorothy Lane. And she knocks Dorothy Lane, Dorothy counters. And Amethyst counters in a fight. And Lexi keeps down, focusing. And there's a drop kick onto Amethyst Brimstone to the shield pretty well. Nice shot from the backwards Dorothy Lane. By Lexi. Lexi turns her attention to Lexi. Beautiful power slam. Dorothy slowly gets to her feet. As Frankie now turns her attention over to Amethyst Brimstone. Amethyst hits her buckle. But she hits the pin. And we got this series of backfires. Now that's the bug. And it, all right. Hey, that's that. Look at that. Beautiful. Disaster. And holy shit. Here's the good forward incoming. And will Amethyst submit? No, she doesn't. And Lexi breaks the hold. She knocks out Frankie. She knocks out Dorothy. And Frankie, powerbomb incoming. And she hits the powerbomb. There's Frankie with a flatfinder onto Amethyst. Dorothy back to his feet. Counter by Amethyst. One more, the beautiful kick on to Frankie. Dorothy turns her attention over to Amethyst. Here it is, beautiful. Behind the trap. And she now turns her attention over to Frankie Welch with a series of shots. Amethyst holds the leg. And look at that beautiful scissor liner. This is beautifully executed. And a face plant onto the knees of Dorothy Lane. And Dorothy got countered by Amethyst. Shining vision. And Amethyst turns her attention to Frankie. And now Dorothy turns her attention. Okay, Lexi is now following Amethyst, and Frankie is turning over to Dorothy. He's waiting for the hold. Dorothy slowly getting to his feet. Reverse 3-2-S. And here it is. River and Clutch incoming. And we'll see pull it in. Does it. Amethyst goes into high-risk Boulevard. Here's a headlock. Break the hold, and okay, counter after counter, beautifully executed. This is a 5-star match. These idiots are pathetic. Watch it, 4 has-been victims fucking each other up. And look at the clock. Beautifully done. It looks like Frankie Welch still has it in her. Sound as the other three. And these people are silly now. You want a real 5-star match? Wait till next time. Oh wait, but next match is the main event. Oh, so the wrong championship. Oh, right, the ladder. Well, of course it is. And you know how that goes. Oh yeah, because right out of TLC. Well, you're not wrong on the TLC, however. Look at this, beautifully executed. And we got, wow, look at that, beautiful. Wow, and Lexi knocked over Dorothy. Dorothy is back to his feet. And Amethyst Brimstone. And look at this. Beautiful. Hard counter. There's a single leg clover. And Lexi submit. No. Dorothy breaks the hold. Imagine fighting for the title. Without a counter to the rubber move. Realistically, 1. And look at that. Beautiful zigzag. And now goes Frankie. Lexi up to her feet. Lexi is looking to put her classmates away. Was beautifully done. Dorothy up to her feet. Dorothy counters. And Lexi and Frankie. And it's a buck fest, folks. Breaker execution. And here it is. They're fighting each other up. And look at this. Lexi is making easy work of her classmate. She knocks down on the system. She throws live Dory, and she now goes over and takes it over to Tracy. And a system now takes her attention to Dory. But wait a second. Here's a downward spiral. There's an inverted headlock. Will Amethyst submit here? No, because Dorothy breaks the hold. Imagine having a multi-man cage match where the victor tries to fuck each other up. That's not really happening. Here we go. Here's a hard shot. And these victors are putting on a hell of a show. Lexi is indecisive. Wait, no, she's not. Now she's taking her attention to Tracy, and Tracy counters. Here's a reverse DTS. Beautifully S. SPG. And look at this. Here it comes. No one near a threat, but here's Amethyst counters. Getting laid. And Amethyst counters and breaks the hold. And counter after counter after counter, and Lexi knocks it over. Tracy turns her attention to Doherty. Lexi turns her attention to Tracy. And a beautiful Akama drop. Beautifully executed. These victims are fucking each other up. And there's blood all over Lexi. Courtesy of a roundhouse kick from Tracy Wills. Now Amethyst launches the leg and Tracy and Doherty breaks the hold, and Tracy is pummeling Doherty. And Lexi, here's how about the courage, and look at this. Down goes Amethyst to Brimstone. Back reaction. Tracy out, turns her attention over to, wait a second. Lexi with a hard elbow. There's temporized down. And a drop kick, and down she goes. And here it is. It's beautifully done. And what's your idea of a sex weapon jump? Put it on for bosses. Fox fighting with the one. And best is round. They got matches. They got matches. And look at this. And Doherty breaks the hold from Lexi Destiny. But wait a second. Amethyst, here it is. Beautiful downward spiral. And then breaks the hold of the legend. Look at that second from Doherty Lane. Doherty now turns her attention over to Tracy Welch. And look at that beautiful kick. And now she turns her attention over to Amethyst and Brimstone. Death Hawk Splash. And now she turns her attention to Lexi Destiny with a nice shot. Both Amethyst and Tracy up to her feet. And here's the fight. How about a coming from Tracy on the feet? Amethyst, Doherty knocks her over. Doherty turns her attention over to Tracy Welch and Tracy counters. Tracy continues with a series of... Oh, she softened the stomach. Beautiful. And there it is. Oh, beautiful. Lexi Destiny powered down on Doherty Lane, but Tracy Welch breaks up. Oh, wait a second. Front bars left. And coming. And these victims are fucking each other up. Yeah, we're going to see who's going to stop the boss first. We're going to see which victim is going to make Grappling Ryan bitch first. It's more like it. Have a circle lost this, but Lexi breaks it. Lexi with a beautiful clothesline bulldog execution. We're going right here. And beautiful swinging rotational. Now let's go back to a feet. And a back mask. That is a single leg clover. to the half clover, but Gordy breaks the hold. Frankie with a SGG. And here's the reveal stretch. And official trigger and press it over to Lexi. Follow the Terry. Beautiful merry-go-round. And okay. Frankie breaks the hold. And now the official takes to Frankie. Jordan hits the curve. Beautiful Samoa drop. And now she turns her and takes it over to Jordan. That's a foul dog. And put down your side, you step. Nobody is here to cater to you. Actually, the federal unit. Watch the match, and the wrestlers are here to cater to these idiots. Now, back to the action. Frankie Welch is now turning her attention back over to Dorothy. Look at that beautiful powerbomb. And Amethysta works. Oh, wow. She's using the roast to her advantage. They're behind the clutch fight. Frankie off to Amethysta. She's working over, turning her attention to Lexi Destiny. Wait, Dorothy's up to her face. It's a view. Beautifully done by Jordan. Right at her for Rada hitting Lexi Destiny. And it looks like Amethysta with that beautiful jawbreaker. She's turning her attention over to who? Oh wait, she's turning her attention to Frankie, who locked in. Powerbomb coming by Frankie Welch. Lexi Destiny takes it back into the Jordan area. And look at that beautiful swing of that trick there. Fast as red. Go to hell, Ryan. It's not rigged. You know it. There's blood all over the ring.
Oh yeah, because he fixed the fucking cover up.
Oh, look at that beautiful athleticism from Frankie Welch. And look at this. Lexi Destiny Welch. And Amethysta Bridgestone. It's the lead. By Frankie. Here's a SPG. Lexi up to her feet. It's Frankie. Romeo Clark is coming. And she's holding it in. Position. And okay, locked in. Nothing. And it's Lexi. Lexi. Fire one turn of the waistline. Now she turns her attention over to Dorothy Lade. Look at this. India Deathlock incoming. And will Dory submit? Yes, it is. No. Lexi breaks the hold. Here's Frankie with the circle. Who's going to submit first? And Dory submits, and the winner by submission in a fatal four-way. That's a back and forth. Lexi Destiny. Does Eddie Bella. Yeah, fuck you. You can boo all you want because Lexi Destiny secured the victory. These idiots are booing. But there's your 5-star match, and that won't be the only one because the main event is next. The main event, Ricky Evil makes his debut. He's facing Drake Scallion. He's facing Curious Siverant. He's facing the Psycho Riptile. He's facing Caleb Sullivan. And he's facing Dylan Treville for the RMP World Championship.
Why is it not the World Heavyweight Championship?
Because how many heavyweights do you see in the ring right now? Other than the Psycho Reptile.
Oh, please.
You're putting your matches. Okay, so let's start this motherfucking bout. And ring that motherfucking guy from Mars. And the fight is on. Ricky Evil getting worked by a powerbomb from the Psycho. Caleb Sullivan is Curious Siverant outside of the ring. Ricky Evil turning his attention over to Drake Scallion. look at this. Callum's got the tail. And he uses on period. And second reptile brought all out to the ring. And we now pushes his tension over to the receiver. Dylan for balls. Holloway was a shove. Looking at the series of steps to the second reptile with that big boom. Human Severance is out, picking up the penalties using it like power. And you know what the rules are in a lot of that.
You gotta wait.
No, you gotta win. Fuck you. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so it looks like the second reptile is making the grab that power, but wait a second. Human Severance is going to knock over the ladder with, oh wow, down goes the second reptile. We got all 6 men outside of the ring. With the evil, look at those two Severance, Callum Sullivan. Walking to a series of strikes from the second reptile. But Sullivan goes to grab the title. But wait a second, there's the bar. He's running to the middle of the ring. Callum in the ring. Dylan down. Second in the corner. Oh, he's got the ring. He got the great a lot of bread. You're not entirely wrong, but second reptile outside. With the evil is getting this over the two Severance. Dylan Cabell is looking over the Sullivan. He now turns his attention over to Dylan Cabell. He gets Sullivan down. And Callum Sullivan is getting covered by Period. And Evil is slowly getting to his feet. Yeah, a lot of it. Okay, stop. Table. So the right guy. Well, yeah, not wrong on that. But anyway, back to the action. Ricky Evil gets worked over by Dylan Cabell. But wait a second. Paolo is the line to his advantage. And wait a second, he's going to the ring. And Period works down in. And here it is. Callum Sullivan is getting. Holy shit! Off of the ladder by Ricky Evil. Beautiful dart. Callum Sullivan's head hits the ladder. And Ricky steps up the ladder. Hits Callum down. And a series of stops. Human Severance holding the attention of Sullivan. The second Callum fucking up Dylan Cabell. Callum up to his feet, and wait a second, he turns to the ladder, and Ricky Evil is back in the ring. Ricky is looking over the ladder with Callum Sullivan hitting the corner. Found the NAS outbound, and Ricky up the highest boulevard, and Callum Sullivan. Now, under the make the spot. Oh, yeah, you got it again. Callum Sullivan. This is Evil. Gets counted by Callum Sullivan. And this guy, Solid is getting applied into torture by Period Severance. Period now brings the attention to Dylan. The Psycho Reptile, he still has a kill. Callum off of Highway Boulevard, and he hits with Evil. And he picks up the ladder and he steps it out. He's going to put Ricky Evil away before he... Holy shit! He hits the ladder and there goes Callum Sullivan sliding up. He's going to grab the title. But wait a second. Those two are unaware, but wait a minute. Ricky Evil is knocking over the ladder. And down goes Callum. Callum is down. Ricky Evil turns his attention to Sullivan and Callum. And the second reptile is getting pummeled. Dylan joins the fray. Callum is now using the rope over. Sullivan now goes up in the Highland Boulevard. Callum's got the tail. Beautiful drive. Callum goes with it. Up to his feet with a big boot up against Sullivan. He now turns over to Dylan Cabell.
We're done. again, toss it up.
No, fuck you. It is a sanctioned match.
You know what else is sanctioned?
You're not wrong, but holy shit.
It looks like it's got scales. Of course, the fans to the alcoholic anonymous, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like the people that stand out like us.
Now, look at that beautiful flip. And look at the fight. Fury in, and look at that beautiful slam. Power back up to his feet. Look at the ladder lounging against the ladder against the turnbuckle. A vertical and kendo. Power's got the kendo. And he throws it over the head of June. With the evil back in the way. Fury ends up in the highest boulevard. He is looking to put up. Holy shit, he's got the block on foot with the evil add-on. Just Stallion.
And he goes out of the ring, and that ladder is black.
Well, there are 3 ladders. Take your pick, motherfucker.
This is exactly why.
Ricky Evil's got the right idea. Stallion interrupt. And there's the Anaconda 5 courtesy of Julius Devereaux. And it looks like the second reptile is colliding to the top. So wait a second. He's going to grab the title. These idiots are confused as to what the fuck's going on. And holy shit. We might have a new champion. And yes, we do.
Now that was bullshit.
Here is your new RMP World Champion as the fight is brewing.
That shit was uneventful. What the fuck?
Here's your winner and new RMP World Heavyweight Champion with a bout that secures it all. The Psycho Reptile.
That was rigged and you know it.
No, it's not. Fuck you. Okay, so we got the fight. We're going into bloody apocalypse territory, but wait a second. It's far from done, folks.
And Joey Leroy's in the main event.
Well, you're not wrong on that, but not for the reason you think. Now, alright, so we're getting a brawl. Okay, it looks like it's far from over between 2 men. And the 2 men in question are the Charismatic Wonder and Jackson Marsh. Those 2 are fucking each other up. And we're going into the back. And it looks like they've somehow managed to go all the way to the stratosphere.
Stratosphere? The fuck is this bullshit? We're in Skid Row.
No, motherfucker. You want to know where sex, drugs, and fireworks are going to take place in?
Well, yeah, Skid Row.
Compton, California. But you're close. And these 2 are fucking each other outside.
That doesn't look like the stratosphere to me, honey.
Well, you're not wrong. Seeing that they were on their way, and it looks like they're taking the fight in an abandoned parking lot. This is exactly why these people are looking forward to what's to come this Wednesday night at Bloody Apocalypse.
These idiots are both. They're satisfied.
You're going to hell for that. But anyways, the fight is on, and these 2 are fucking each other up. Jackson Marsh. And it looks like the personnel are scattering all over the streets of Vegas looking for the Charismatic Wonder and Jackson Marsh, who are fighting in downtown. And it looks like they're taking the entire fight all the way down to Fremont Street.
Yeah. Skid Row territory with a blood. Yeah, that's about right. We all saw.
We all saw the outcome.
Yeah, and you said there were unpredictable outcomes.
They are unpredictable outcomes. The Psycho Reptile is the world champion.
Yeah. In a bout with her 6 men and 5 other men are being fucked up all over the ringside area. Yeah, that sounds like a rigged result.
No, it's not. Fuck you. And back in the action.
These brawls are sanctioned.
Well, you're not wrong. They're sanctioned. And you know this shit happens all the time here at Addicts Sports Entertainment, right?
Yeah, I would like to 7 page. Blood tenders. And don't you skip out on the drugs. And you sick.
You know what? I don't know why you're ordering from Bloody Mike's, but you know what? Fuck it. We're splitting that.
There ain't no way you're splitting 10 into 7. You get your own bloody tent. And this is all mine. This is a little...
And the charismatic wonder of Jackson Marsh, those two are fighting. And it looks like the people are eating. And holy shit, they got the chairs. And Jackson's going to High Ridge Boulevard with a sledgehammer in hand, and he's climbing, he's parkouring.
Those two are fucking each other up. They're getting acquainted. And it's hard to believe that a 5-star match is the 4-way with the faces. These people are pathetic. They're sad as fuck. Looking for ratings and desperation.
Our ratings are better than theirs, now shut up. Now, anyways, we're going to have to do the star system. Yeah, with the order of a black dodge, move your vehicle, because it looks like it'll become an obstacle for 2 wrestlers breaking their brains out.
You get away from my car, you sick freak. You are a horrid human being.
Let's go pick that up, and Wyatt, you would never drive something like that.
Oh, bullshit.
And here it is. Look at this. The charismatic wonder is pummeling, and it looks like we got ourselves a real one.
And like you accurately predicted.
And I was right. Holy shit. With the order of a black dodge, move your vehicle because it looks like the windows got busted open by the charismatic wonder. Using Jackson Marsh's metallic mask.
Hey, wait a minute. You get away from that car, you sick freaks. Stop public. You're going to be paying for property damage.
It's not your car, dumbass. And look at this. Jackson. Okay. It's got a little... Other people are filming on YouTube.
And I can't believe they're filming this brawl on YouTube. This is ridiculous.
Well, you got a bunch of video goers, and anyways, that is our pay-per-view. Our next pay-per-view will be live at the Luxor with the Pride of the Powerful. Now, if you want more content such as this and many others, then by all means feel free to follow and subscribe when the videos are posted. Until next week, this is Joey the Roy.
This is Drag Queen Ryan.
Saying to these puppets in the masses, Boa noite. We will be seeing you all on the other side.
Bye, honey.
Bye-bye, fuckers.